Welcome back, guys, to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved with me, Pommie Gamer. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a great day, and as you can see, Christmas is finally here, and the holiday event is sweeping across the island. Now, this is slightly different to the holiday events that we've had in the past. This is not the Winter Wonderland event. And actually, for the first time, it's an optional opt-in event, which means that for dedicated server owners, you have to update your server files to use the holiday event branch. I'll leave some information in the description below for how to do that if you're a server owner. So what are the changes to this holiday event compared to the Winter Wonderland events we've had in the past? Well, this time there's a few changes that are quite different. So there is actually a 5% chance that you will see Christmas coloured dinos out in the wild, which is pretty cool. I assume that means they're going to be coloured red and green, which is possibly the most ghastly combination of colours, but there we go. There is also a 50% chance that you will come across white coloured dire bears, which is something I'm particularly interested in. I personally don't have a dire bear yet, so if I can land my hands on a big cuddly polar bear for the Christmas holiday, that would be wonderful. All hat wearing wild dinos are apparently now wearing Santa hats, which is kind of cool, and as you can see, Horace and myself are modelling the Santa hats we got in the Winter Wonderland event last year. And through 12 AM to 5 AM in-game time, i.e. now, all players that are connected to a server will be provided with a temporary buff, and this buff boosts loot crate quality by 40% over the base values, with 15% over Lio magic values. As a result, this means loot crates drop more loot and add more cosmetic items to the loot crates. So that part's quite similar to the Winter Wonderland event with the Raptor Claws. I have to admit, I'm a little bit disappointed we're not going to be seeing the Raptor Claws this year. That is actually one of my favourite events that the ARK team put together, because I love chasing the Raptor Claws around the map. It's a lot of fun. So I'm a little bit disappointed that we're not going to be able to do that, but at the same time I remind myself that at the end of the day, Studio Wildcard don't even have to put this event on for us. It makes no money whatsoever for them as a company, and it's a lot of extra work when they've got so much else that they need to get ready for, including the Aberration DLC, the Ragnarok DLC, and getting all of the updates out to the consoles. So I ask you as a community not to be too disappointed and not to be too harsh on Studio Wildcard, because at the end of the day they didn't even have to do this event. So while I know it's not the same, try and make the most of it and enjoy the holidays. So I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to take Chorus out, seeing as it is midnight in game. As you can see, I'm up at White Sky Peak and it's 2 AM, so I've got 3 hours to get to a loot crate drop. Now, what is near me? We've got some blues over there. There's a purple down on that side there. Let's see if we can get to this blue one pretty quickly. Really depends on what's on the ground down there. I don't want to have to fight anything too dangerous, given that we are in the northern biome. I am a little bit disappointed that the entire map is not covered in snow like it was in the previous holiday events. But that's only because I live down in Sydney, Australia now, and it's actually our summer. It's 36 degrees Celsius today, which is bloody hot. And yeah, I find it hard to get into sort of the Christmas spirit down here because it's not cold, and yeah, just seeing Christmas trees in the middle of summer is really, really strange, and it's something I'll probably never ever get used to. But hey ho, that's the cost of living somewhere as beautiful as Australia. Okay, let's see what's inside this loot crate. Okay, so we got some more cosmetic skins. We got SOTF Unnatural Selection Trophy, second place equipable. That's really strange. Candy Club skin, Chieftain hat skin, so that's from Thanksgiving. Giga Bionic costume. That is cool. I can't remember how you are able to obtain that normally, but that's something I've never got. That's really, really cool, so I'm actually pretty excited about that. Nerdy Glasses skin, they're pretty rare, so that's also cool. The other stuff I'm not particularly interested in, we can just drop that on the floor. So already the 40% buff, as we can see from the Mystic Skin Oil, is proving that we are feeling lucky indeed. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to fly around and grab a few more of these loot crate drops. I may even go back to base and pick up the puddle jumpers so that we can do this a lot quicker. And then when we come back, I'll show you what items we managed to pick up. I'll see you guys in a bit. And we're back, guys, and I've just finished getting back from another evening run going after the Christmas loot, and as you can see, it's been quite a successful few runs we've been doing, and I've obtained quite a number of items, some of which are cosmetic, others are armor and weapons. So let's just quickly go through the kinds of stuff you can expect if you want to do the loot drops in this Christmas event. So up here we've got a bunch of different hairstyles, some of which I've already unlocked, but I think there's a couple in there that I haven't, so that's pretty cool. You can get some emotes such as the snowball emote. We've got a bunch of survival of the fittest trophies. Again, pretty cool because I haven't unlocked those as of yet. What else we got? Different bone costumes. The Bronto one I haven't yet obtained, which is pretty cool. Bunny ear skin, that comes from the Easter event. We've already seen the chieftain hat skin from the Thanksgiving event. Bunch of blueprints for different kiting armor. We've got one of the, or two of the rather, the clown mask skins, which is pretty cool because I've always wanted to get my hands on one of these and haven't yet been able to obtain in the Halloween event. We've also got a Dodo wyvern mask skin, which is pretty cool, along with again some more armor. We've already seen the Giga Bionic costume. We've got 3 of those now, so that's pretty decent. We've also picked up an Otter mask skin, some other bone costumes, and some pretty decent items, including Mastercraft Packy Saddle, Quet Saddle, as well as the Mastercraft Riot Chest Piece and Riot Gauntlets. And last but not least, we also have the Studio Wildcard Wizard Ball Cap skin, which I guess is what their testers wear whilst conducting their testing on changes to the game. So as you can see, there's quite a variety of different things available to you. Some are cosmetic and others are game beneficial in terms of better quality items. So it's definitely worth going out and trying to bag some of these loot crates during this event. And I was actually thinking whilst I was doing this, it's actually a better system than the Raptor Claws. As much as I enjoy the Raptor Claws and chasing him around the map, this way on high population servers, more people have more chance of getting some loot rather than an alpha tribe dominating the Raptor Claws drops. This way it's a little bit fairer and everyone gets to participate because there's just simply more loot crates on the map. And for those alpha tribes or people brave enough to go down and check out the deep sea loot crates, you can get some really decent stuff. That's actually where I picked up these Riot chest piece things. So that's going to be really awesome for us, and hopefully we can make use of these in the coming battles we're going to be doing against the bosses. So let's just quickly check out some of these skins. The clown skin, the Dodo wyvern skin, bunny skin. We've got to try out the Otter mask as well, I think. Is there anything else? Let's try the wizard ball cap as well. We've pretty much seen everything else before. So yeah, let's check these out. So if we come over here into the light and see if we can get a look. Also picked up this skin, which I thought I would save for you guys. This is the chili skin, I think it's called. Yeah, chili helmet, which is really freaky looking, as you can see. It kind of looks like Jim Carrey's The Mask if it were painted red. But yeah, that's kind of freaky. I guess that was part of one of the Halloween events. So let's try on the wizard baseball cap. Okay, so this is interesting. It's actually, yeah, it's like a hat with a wizard on it. Doesn't look like the thumbnail, so that's kind of peculiar, but yeah, pretty cool if we wanted to, I don't know, don a baseball cap. Let's also see what else we've got in here. Let's take a look at the Otter mask skin. And that's pretty cool. It looks like a cheap Halloween mask or some sort of masquerade mask. So yeah, I'm down with that. Don't know how often we would wear it, but we can see. Oh, the Dino, the bunny ears skin is for a Dino, so we can't put that on ourselves. But let's try on the Dodo wyvern mask. And that's a bit more badass, especially if I painted that up green and black. I think that would look pretty baller. It's quite big. I don't know if I'll replace it as my regular mask, but it's certainly intimidating, that's for sure. And last but not least, let's try the clown mask in. Now this is something I definitely wanted to get during the Halloween event because, yeah, it looks pretty baller. It's definitely one of those creepy clown masks, and I'm pretty sure we could freak Freddy out by wearing this most of the year round. So we'll see what he says next time he's online. So let's just quickly try out the bunny's ears. Who can we try that on? Go on, Horace, you're always game for a laugh. Let's take that off of you and stick this on you. Let's see what you look like with bunny ears. Oh, aren't you adorable? There we go. So yeah, lots of cool stuff in this in these loot drops. I think what I'm going to do now is take Horace out, and we're going to go scouting for one of those white dire bears. Hopefully we can find ourselves a decent level, and we're also going to be on the lookout for some of the Christmas coloured dinos as well. So I'll bring you guys back once we found what we're looking for. See you guys in a bit. And we're back, guys, and as you can see there's quite a few colourful Christmas dinos around. Down there we've got a parasaur who's in the green and red colours, and I've been scouting around the redwood forest looking for a white dire bear so we can have our very own polar bear. And I have seen a couple around, but they're not very high level, and as I was scouting I just took a look at this black one down here, who is a female, level 120. Now, you know me, I'm not one to pass up a perfect tame, provided I can get to it before this Carnotaurus does. Likey so. We're going to take this one back to base. Now, ever since they've nerfed the flyers, it's actually been a very long time since I've used Little Wing, and I've realised, my god, is the stamina absolutely terrible on this thing now, and it flies like an absolute freight train. It just takes so long to get anywhere. So rather than you sticking around for the entire flight, I'm just going to make my way back to base. We're going to get this gorgeous black bear into our taming pen, and then we should have some of the Carnotaurus kibble that we need in order to do a perfect tame. So not quite what we were looking for in that it's not white, but I really do love the all black colours. And yeah, a level 120 dire bear is exactly what we're looking for. See you guys in a bit. And we're back, guys, and we have just tamed up our perfect tame dire bear, level 179. And I was trying to think of what I would call this girl, and given that she's completely black in colour, I thought Ash would be a fitting name. So here we go, this is Ash. Isn't she beautiful? I've already made up a saddle, so let's grab that onto her like so. Oh, and doesn't that green and black just pop on those colours? That's absolutely amazing. Let's get her out into the open a bit more so you guys can see her a little bit better. There we go, how cool is she? She's pretty quick. As much as you can expect from a direwolf, really. And yeah, she's pretty cool. So let's run down the stats real quick on Ash. So she comes out the gate with 2,800 health, 1,900 stamina, 1,053 oxygen, just over 10,000 food, which is pretty astonishing. I guess she would be in a bear. 923 weight, which is pretty good. 214% melee damage, and a movement speed of 222.6%. So that's pretty cool, and I'm super happy we ran into Ash because it's always nice to get a perfect tame. Let's take her down onto the beach and kill some things real quick just to see how she fares. But she's got a sprint up now, you can see, which is pretty awesome. And let's get into a fight with this parasaur. So left to click is just her bite attack, so it's not doing an awful lot of damage, as you can see. Was level 72 though. Okay, let's try taking one of these trikes. Right click is the swipe attack, as we've probably seen before. These guys are going to be a bit more tanky than the parasaur. Oh, what level was this trike? Oh, level 104, that's why. Yeah, definitely a little bit more tanky. She's pretty cool. She's going to need leveling up a little bit before she sort of comes into her own. I think I'm going to focus on melee damage and health on this girl. I can see her being very useful as a tank in the coming battles, probably against the Megapithecus. But there we go, that's Ash. Well, it wouldn't be a Christmas episode unless I actually tamed up a Christmas dino, so I think what I'm going to do is go out and just find the most obscure dinosaur in Christmas colours that I can find, ideally of a semi-decent level. I don't want to tame anything just for the sake of the colour. So when I find something worth taming, I'll bring you guys right back. And we're back, guys, and I've been out looking for a Christmas coloured dino to tame, and the best looking one I can certainly find is this Spino. Now, she is a little bit bloody. She was just in a fight with a level 92 Gigantopithecus, and she's only level 24. And she's currently fighting what looks to be... it might be a Terrorbird, perhaps? Can't really see there, but she should win that fight. But what I've done is I've brought along some behemoth stone gateways, because I'm going to try and wall her in, if that's at all possible. I don't really want to be on the ground fighting her. Oh, she's just fishing at the moment. Let's see if we can lure her onto land a bit. Come on, girl. There we go. Okay, a bit close to me there. See if we can get these around her really quickly. Needed to get back in here. Come on, I know you want to come this way. Do you want to come this way? This is going to be really hard. See if we can lure her this way a bit more. There we go, come on. Nicely done. Can we get that one on? We can. This is going to be really difficult to get her into where I want her. Come on. In you come. There we go. Shut doors. Got that one on. And we got that one on. Right, now the problem is, we've got her in there, but these doors auto open, so this is going to be a little bit tricky. How are we going to get to the doors and disable them from auto opening and tame her as well at the same time? Well, I did bring along some stone pillars as well, so let's see if we can use these to our advantage. Let's put all this stuff back on so we're not too heavy. Can we build on top of this? No. Okay, let's see, how do we do this? Maybe one of those there, one of those there. Just got to be careful we don't get too close, and see what we can do with these ceilings. If we can come out, that might just be enough to do it, because I need to land the paddle jumper as well, and the paddle jumper has to be on flat land. Oh, this feels really dodgy, but we'll try this. Okay, so we're now above our makeshift taming pen we've constructed really quickly. We've got our shocking trank darts, so let's just see if we can bring this girl down. Oh, and she's down. That's wonderful. But now the torpor on the Spino falls really quickly. Can we set auto close only? Yes. Auto close only. Auto close only. And auto close only. Right, wonderful. That's a Pego trying to steal some stuff off us. We don't want that. Let's see if we can get the puddle jumper inside the pen as well. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. There we go. So the Spino is down. And torpor is falling quite rapidly. So I've only got 4 Argentavis kibble, which should be enough for this girl. Let's just give her some narcotics to keep her asleep, because the last thing I want is for her to be waking up in here. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. We've got ourselves a level 24 beautifully coloured green and red female Spino down. So what I'm going to do, guys, is sit and babysit this girl, and hopefully she'll wake up and be ours, and then I'll bring you back when I've got her back to base. I'll see you guys in a bit. And we're back, guys, and we got Santa's little helper back to base, safe and sound. It's pretty easy with the Spinos, given that they're able to traverse most of the terrain, so rocks weren't a problem, unlike the Rexes. But let's just take a quick look at her stats. Now, they're not going to be too impressive, being only a level 35. Oh, some more kibble and drugs, I'll have those. So she starts off with 1,540 health, 420 stamina, 1,040 oxygen, 3,120 food, 406 weight, 154% melee damage, and a movement speed of 100%. So yeah, not too great, but she has got a journeyman saddle on, which I picked up in one of the drops a little while back, so it should afford her a little more protection. So let's just take her out and see what she can do. So yeah, she's quite slow on land, and we can increase her movement speed though, which is a godsend. What's she like in water? Not much faster. And we're getting stuck on Megabyte and Polaris there. Probably only a little bit faster, not an awful lot, so we might want to pump some movement speed into her. But let's see how she fares in a fight. This is a level 32 Stego. Well, she's certainly winning in terms of knockback. But yeah, as you saw, that just took quite a few hits, so yeah, she's definitely not going to be something we're going to be using for combat, but I just thought it was cool, like in terms of the colours and that. We should definitely take advantage of the holiday event to get ourselves a cool looking Spino. She may become useful in breeding if we wanted to focus on trying to breed out those magnificent colours in other generations. We just need to find ourselves a high level Spino to breed with, and then as per our previous videos on breeding, if you haven't seen those, go and check them out. We did a mini series on ARK Explained and how the breeding process and the stat selection for babies work. So based on that information in those videos, we should be able to hopefully breed out some super Spinos that have this really cool looking colour. Well, that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, remember to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more ARK Survival Evolved videos. Until the next time, guys, keep calm and level up.